So in Venezuela, we have a giant amount of protests. It's actually not getting as much coverage, I think, as it should. It's fascinating. In this case, it's Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, who's a socialist, who's actually clamping down on his own people that he thinks are right-wing. Now, look, we've talked about this before on the Young Turks. Maduro says, hey, listen, we had street protests back in 2002, and they were organized by the CIA, and then there was a coup attempt on Hugo Chavez. And it was led partly by the guy that is now the opposition against Maduro, that Maduro has imprisoned. So I understand that point of view. Does that give you the right to go around killing the protesters? No. Does that give you a right to imprison people preemptively, as I think he has done with the opposition leader? He claims, of course, that the opposition is terrorist, but every government says that their opposition is terrorist now. So there are clearly abuses in Venezuela, and Amnesty International and the human rights groups that are noting these abuses are not part of some capitalist agenda, and they're not part of the CIA, and to claim so is ridiculous. So now, at least 15 people have died in those protests, and there's a fascinating part of this that a lot of us here in the U.S. had no idea about, and I didn't know about, honestly. It's biker gangs that are pro-government. They're called Colectivos, and I've never heard of a biker gang that's in favor of the government. And they actually attack the protesters who are calling for more democracy. Now, sometimes they'll just do a march. That's great, no problem. Then they're part of democracy. It makes sense. But then other times they will actually go on the warpath and they will actually attack people. Now, sometimes they just do it to scare them. They'll attack with the motorcycles, the firecrackers, etc. And other times they'll actually beat the living crap out of people and kill them. So Colectivos are described here as, in fact, they describe themselves as a socialist, anti-imperialist, anti-capitalist, and their activities include vigilantism and social cleansing. Here's what I'm not interested in: any group that does social cleansing. Okay? So now, again, it's complicated. It's not a black and white issue because they also do some good things. This is also funny because they're a biker gang in essence. They run community services like bookstores, summer camps. I wonder what's in those summer camps, and pensioner coffee mornings. Hey, everybody, come out. Let's talk about your pensions and drink coffee. They're not necessarily talking about the pensions, I understand. And as you can see from the first video, there's a wide range there. Obviously, peaceful people that care about the local bookstore, et cetera, et cetera. Socialism means it's a combination of private industry and the public industry working towards the benefit of the people. So there's a lot that could be said that's in favor of this, okay? But how they are conducting themselves right now in the middle of the protests, well, there's not a lot of positive things to say about that, because let me show you a different video. And this is where they are now attacking the protesters. Watch.
¡Suéltalo! Maricos son unos bandidos, weón. Huevos, weón.
¿Qué hacen? ¡Mira, están pegando! ¡Están pegando!
¡Maldito!
¡Están pegando!
¡Uy, marico, le están dando durísimo! ¡Suéltalo! ¡Maldito!
Oh boy. So now one of the government officials, a prisons minister, says the opposition was, quote, shit scared of the Colectivos. Okay? And you would think that he might be saying that like, ooh, that's problematic. No, he adds, they are a fundamental pillar in the defense of the homeland. Now, it's scary when the left wing gets radical. They look a lot like the right wing when they get radical. When you start talking about defense of the homeland and social cleansing, that doesn't help anybody, okay? So it's amazing how the political spectrum is not necessarily a straight line, but a circle, and the extremes of both sides sometimes meet. Unfortunately, it appears that's what's happening in Venezuela. So some of the actions of Maduro are unjustifiable, and no matter who you think is organizing the protests, if they're your people and they're Venezuelans, and they most certainly are in the streets at this point, well, you've got to let them protest peacefully.